Hey everybody, welcome back. Here with me is Paint Bar to teach you a very simple autumn leaf painting. You are not going to believe how easy it is. Here are my materials that I'm working with today. I have an 8x10 canvas panel, some paper towels to dry off my brushes, paper plates to mix up my paints with, something with some water to wash off my brushes, and my paint palette is my primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and also black and white paint. I need at least 3 different types of brushes for today's painting. One flat brush that's nice and big, one pointy brush that's nice and thin, and one brush that is somewhere in the middle, a nice medium brush. We are also going to be doing a little bit of paper towel painting. So I recommend that you grab a couple pieces of paper towel, or you could just take one and rip it up into a couple different pieces. Doesn't need to be perfectly ripped. As you can see, I had a little bit of issues ripping up my paper towel, but that's fine. They're still usable. Set those to the side. All right, first step, we're going to be mixing up our main background color. So with a large flat brush, get it nice and dry. I want you to just grab a big scoop of white paint and a very small touch of blue. We want to make a nice pale baby blue color. Might even add a little bit more white to mine. I like this shade. Once you have your baby blue mixed up, we're going to fill in our entire background with this color. I like to work from one side of my canvas to the other. It helps to evenly spread the paint. Once you have your background color in, we're going to be getting into some of our paper towel painting. So I'm going to be taking a piece of ripped up paper towel and I'm going to bunch it up to make myself a nice little sponge, something that you can hold in just a couple of your fingers. From there, we're going to grab some white paint on your sponge, just plain white paint. And we are going to dab some white paint in a couple of areas. These are going to give the illusion of clouds in your sky. It gives some fun texture. Feel free to put as much or as little of this color as your heart desires. Next, we're going to be adding a little bit of a darker blue. I'm going to be adding another big scoop of blue to my mixture I had for my background. So I have something that's darker, something around here. Then take another piece of paper towel, bunch it up, and do the same exact thing that we did with the white. Wonderful. Now that my background is done, I do need to let it dry before we do anything else on top. Give yourself about 10 to 15 minutes and then we'll come back together. All right, next step, we're going to be adding our leaves. There are 2 different colors of leaves that we have, just a yellow and an orange. So we're going to go ahead and mix up our orange first. I'm going to grab a tiny bit of white, a nice big scoop of yellow, and a half a scoop of red. I want a nice deep orange, something around here. Now when we paint in our leaves, first thing we want to do is identify the center stem. So I know that I want to have a leaf right here and one here. Those are my 2 main big orange leaves. At the top of your leaf, you'll want to press down, and on the sides, you want to press on the side and bring it in towards the center. You're going to get a little bit longer towards the center of your leaves and then get shorter when you get down to the bottom. So technically these leaves are done with single brush strokes to get the shape. For my smaller orange leaves, I'm going to use a pointy brush in that same color, and we're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to find the center of your leaf. At the top, you're going to press and scoop it down. Press, scoop it down, and then on the sides, press, bring it in, press, bring it in. Now we're going to do the same thing, but with a yellow. So let's go ahead and mix that up. I'm going to take a scoop of white, a scoop of yellow, and a very, very, very small touch of red so that it gets to a nice sunset yellow color. Be very careful with your red paint. It will act very quickly and turn your yellow orange quicker than you can say orange. All right, we have 2 of these yellow leaves. So again, identifying where the center of them are going to be. Making that top little part that sticks out. And then the sides. Let's start on the outside and you pull them in towards the middle. Looking good, looking good. Next step, we're going to be adding some highlights and some shadows into our leaves. I'm going to start with my orange leaves, and with that same yellow paint we just used for the yellow leaves, with a medium brush, we're going to start along the edge of our kind of little lumps here on the side of our leaves and just flick in. Flick in, flick in. We're basically just coating these edges with this color. Leaving the center nice and orange. We're not going to do it to the smaller orange leaves. We're going to leave those plain. Now to our yellow leaves, we are going to be getting back into that orange. I kind of have to mix up some more. But we're going to be getting back into that orange. And this time we're going to start from the center and then flick out into these edges. So this time the center of our leaf is painted, not the edges. Last step here, we're going to draw in our branches. We are going to be using a small pointy brush and mixing up a brown using a scoop of yellow, a scoop of red, touch of black. We're going to mix those up. It's going to be a nice deep kind of red-brown color. Make sure you get a really, really thin pointy brush. And for your branches, you want them to start in your leaves and then wiggle out to the top of your canvas. I'll start with the one that's here in this orange leaf, using very light pressure. Wiggle, 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 and then it comes up to the top of my canvas. I'll do the one that's down here in this orange. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Feel free to give your branches a couple of curves. Make sure they get a little bit thicker as you work your way up. One down here. You can even have them connecting to each other, almost like a Y shape. And then I have one more that is up here in this top corner. It's not really connected to any of our leaves. Feel free to even add some of this brown towards the center of your leaves to give them an elongated stem look. And that is it. We have created a very cute full foliage painting, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. When you're done, make sure to sign your name. Most people sign it in the bottom corner, but you're more than welcome to sign it wherever you wish. Of course, we would love to see how your paintings turned out. You can feel free to put them in the comments below or tag us on social media at Muse Paint Bar. If you enjoyed this tutorial and would like to see more from our channel, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.